And I'm done. And we are live with the beginning of the IHSEA Overwatch season. We're seeing Naperville Central versus Jones College Prep. I am Keith Kennedy, the coach from Glenwood High School, who has been conspicuously dragged to do this. And with me I have... You guys weren't talking.
I'm here, yeah. Dalton McGee, the head coach of Springfield Public Schools, and my friend...
Chris Terpstra, head coach of Naperville North and administrator for this year's IHSEA Overwatch season.
Awesome.
Okay, awesome. Let's get this show on the road. So as a reminder for how this works, it is a 3-game series. Got to play all 3, not just 2. And this 3-game series will consist of Map 1. I already forgot the maps. Map 1 is going to be Ilios. Map 2 is decided by the loser of Map 1. It is Escort. Map 3 is the loser of Map 2, and it is Assault. And Map 4, Tiebreaker, which... Remind them how we get to a tie?
We'd have to have one tie map and one win and one loss for each team on the other two. So,
yep. And of course, in all likelihood, the tie would, if it came, would come from the Assault map.
That's what I thought. And so then the 4th map would be Hybrid if that is needed. So, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Someone yell at them in chat.
Awesome, I'll let them know.
Okay, so these are 2 pretty strong teams from the preseason invitation. I've seen some really strong performances out of them. Naperville Central took third
place.
Third,
yes.
Yeah, and Jones took not place.
They weren't. They didn't podium, but they did win their pool, if I'm not mistaken.
They
they
were.
They got into the playoffs.
Yeah, they were in 5-8. Whatever that was, they were in 5-8.
Okay, the teams look like they are both spamming ready, so we can get started anytime now.
Someone, please. Oh, I have the UI up. I made a mistake.
There we go.
Now arriving at Ilios.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting first week match because with the way our tournament is working, being a Swiss tournament, the first week is random seeding. And so you never know what you're going to get in the first week and see how it works. And this is a matchup between 2 really good schools to start off the season.
So, spectating-wise, I forgot to ask this. Would you like to see mostly fly cam, mostly persons? What do we want to see for spectating? Also, I love Well so much.
I think any Roadhog or Orisa player or Lucio player has a fondness for this map, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Earlier today my guys had a lot of fun with Orisa Hog combos of yanking the Reinhardt repeatedly.
I would say for camera focus, let's keep it above. Let's go flight for right now.
Okay.
And then we can get in on some personal views, depending on we've got, if we stick with the current composition of the Dara double fire, those are always great aerial views.
Yeah, for sure.
Far Mercy to open the season. Okay. Also, I like to point out earlier, there's a guy on the Naperville Central team named Kef Japlin.
Yes. And
clearly personal favorite of yours, Kennedy.
Oh, yes. I barely know who Jeff Kaplan is, but I know about the memes, so we're good.
Fortunate to meet him in person in California. That was pretty cool.
And for those of you wondering about the pronunciation of Jones's damage player playing Soldier right now, it is Blitzcrank. So
I don't believe that, but okay.
Despite appearance, it is going to be Blitzcrank for this match. A quick pick by Jelly there, winning the first pharmacy engagement.
Oh, it's a lot of stuff happening that I can't see. Never Central is... Not Central. Their teams are backwards on my screen, that's why. Okay. Jones running away with it.
Central comes out with a dive composition that didn't quite work on that first engagement, but with losing their fair, they just lost so much superiority on the air, and Jelly was able to take advantage of everything else going on the ground as well.
What's the F key?
They are sticking with the dive here, though.
They are able to take the fire out of this guy, so they will give them that ground. See if they decide to push point.
We did have a switch off of the Wrecking Ball from Pacificburg onto the Reinhardt, so the Diva unlikely to dive in the same way she would with the Wrecking Ball and more support her Reinhardt, but we'll see how they play that around each other.
The Bell of DPS is off the point. 76 takes out our Eclipse.
Kef Japlin with the first pick of his match today. Takes down Spry, but Dio out of mech and really in trouble. Are all over his nose.
I don't know, we're getting 2 FPS, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest.
Huge shatter from Pacific.
Big shatter. Let's see if we can pick up on it.
I'll be honest, guys. I'm still getting stream settings right. Someone yell at me. I have no idea what to do because Overwatch is weird. Pardon me while I go in my settings.
Very good. Without seeing it, I'm not sure what I did. Just Naperville Central finally able to turn the fight. That fight seemed like it went on for so long. And, you know, at 1 second at the beginning of the fight, it looked obvious that Jones had won, but then you thought Naperville had, and it just kept going back and forth until finally Naperville did cap it.
That has all to do with who's staying on the point, who's coming off the point, and for what reasons.
Exactly.
Diva Bomb in the back doesn't pick up. Farah still raining from the sky.
An interesting choice by Eclipse to switch to Doomfist there, because if you're going to make a DPS switch, you would think it would have been something to deal with Jelly's Pharah a little bit. But Doomfist not really the character pick to do that. Heat drop comes out.
They do invest it.
Yeah.
Questionable barrage.
Vortex falls deep into the well. Eclipse goes too deep.
But again, we still have Naperville Central holding on to the point and building that percent.
Yep.
Basically turned into an all-out brawl on this corner.
Yeah. Pacificburg with no shield has to retreat to get a little bit more up. That hook will do it for immortality. Looks like a fight that Jones should win here.
You know, use your booster, it gets pulled into the hole, and they are going to flip the point now. You got time for one more fight before.
But so far, what we've seen from both of these teams is not real strong, like direct engagements. They're kind of just toying with each other a little bit and allowing a lot more percentage than perhaps they would like to throughout a fight. But it seems like there's only been like maybe 2 legitimate fights throughout the course of the match.
Does seem very brawl heavy. We do get a hook in there. 1 for 1 though on these kills.
The bongo, no effect, immediately taken down.
And again, 1 for 1, all over the place.
Pacific taken out.
It does look like Jones is starting to establish control of the point. Should be able to take this as overtime starts to slowly tick.
Pacific has had a couple really big pulls into the well this game. Last fight was on a Diva that won the fight. This fight on the Reinhardt. You can get those tanks out of contention. It's just really tough to be able to sustain any kind of fight on the point here.
If Naperville Central ever comes off the point, yeah, see how fast it's going to tick away now.
Yep. Jelly gets up, is promptly dealt with, but not before Jones caps well at Ilios to go up 1-0.
Score.
So it looked to me like there was Joliet, sorry, get the right team here. Looks like Jones was using the environment to their advantage in a couple of those. Now we're getting ready for Lighthouse.
Now they are going to make some switches here, but yeah, you're definitely right. They have picked 4 characters that could make use of that well, and they did just that. So a different, you know, result than we saw in the preseason invitational between these 2 teams. Jones coming out strong here. I wonder if Naperville Central is going to stick with this Reinhardt Diva comp throughout. Eclipse now with the Torbjorn, see if that holds.
2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
My memory might be serving me incorrectly, but if I'm not mistaken, this is not the comp we saw from Central during the invitational.
Oh, there's some variances here.
Central elects to rotate right onto the point and try to take some defensive posture, but Eclipse quickly taken down.
The objective is now active.
Back and forth we go again.
Yep. I wonder if we'll get a single team kill in this entire match today.
Odds are not looking good for that.
But it does look to be going the way of Central this time, so they're going to take
Establish the point. See if we see any swaps coming through. Nothing.
almost mirror composition.
Third one.
Except for the jelly choice of Junkrat and Eclipse on Reaper, we've got some mirror, or Eclipse on, or Kept Javelin on Hanzo rather. We've got mirror compositions here. Coalescence out. A mere Coalescence out. Who can make advantage of the angles?
Another shatter, but that one gets sucked in.
Yeah, that one gets blocked. Pacificburg had some big shatters in the first round, but that one stopped. And Jones is going to take the point this time. Eclipse just doing what he can to get that number as high as possible on the scoreboard. 42 is where
Oh,
it'll stop.
there we go.
So coming online for both Divas, we've got a Diva Bomb coming up. We've got Beat Drop from both teams as well. And a Damage Ult online for both teams too, for Central in fact. So probably going to be an exciting engagement here. Here comes a Riptire. Probably looking for a tank. There it is above. Is he going to get down? No, he is not. It is stopped by the Beat Drop. Not able to finish off Pacificburg.
One of those could try to drop them on top of a tank. They usually have abilities and stuff like that to cancel that out. You want to look at your back lines, your supports, things that can't do that. Now, while Reapers all didn't collect the kills themselves, everybody else was able to clean up with that.
Yep, because they were avoiding Eclipse's ult and doing what they could. And just, mesmerized by that in a certain sense, and everybody else just cleaned up around them.
Flip, we go back. Naperville Central.
Central with a slight ult economy advantage here. But with both support ults online for Jones, it may be an argument that even though they have 3, they are at a good advantage here for that. Here comes the Dragons across, trying to zone out Jones.
Just get one split in the back.
Only one caught in that shatter, but it's a big one. Jones' main tank drops. Here's this trading. Pacificburg misses the charge into the point, hits the outside instead.
3v3 battle right now on point.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, she tried to go. Oh, can't get it through the window.
That feels
That
bad.
would have been interesting.
Yeah. Little meme shot there, but does not pay off. And here we are. There's just not kills coming through on these long sustained battles, and it just seems like the teams get back before the fight's even over.
I believe we are going to see the flip here eventually. The Central doesn't need to stall this out anymore, so they shouldn't put any more percentages towards it.
Right.
With having that ult advantage, knowing that you're trying to win the fight, you have to be careful there that you're not devoting all your ults to just trying to do that, because now you're coming in, and now you're actually potentially down, depending on how much you know about your...
Right, and not to mention, you have to win 2 more fights, really. If Central has 2 quick engages, you're going to have to win 2 times the ults you have.
Right now, they seem to be content staying back. I don't see a push yet. Here we go.
We've not seen a particularly aggressive forward push by either team. A big Dragon Strike comes in. It doesn't get anyone, but Eclipse does. Oh, and he gets more. Central looks to clean this up, and they're going to tie this series as it is.
Excellent. We need more ties after today's result.
There will not be a tie on the 3rd map at Ilios, though. We will have an Ilios winner.
Definitely have a winner, but I already love the fact that these teams are matched evenly enough that we've got a split on Ilios.
Yeah, I don't know. Being as it's not been super long since the Invitational, but it's been a while, and teams have a lot of time to grow in that middle area. And I just, I wasn't sure what to expect. Naperville Central was very strong in the Invitational, and I sort of expected them to take care of business. But Jones is definitely putting up a strong fight.
I'm going to maintain the first team that really starts to come together as a team, playing together, especially in these brawl type comps where you're in each other's faces so much. You're seeing those picks come off the side because somebody gets separated or peels away or whatever the case is. So we'll see how much they decide to play there. We do see a Sombra here.
Oh boy, one of my boys is going to be happy about that. He gets roasted more than his fair share for his love of Sombra, but here she is in an IHSEA match opening week.
She certainly has her niche.
Yes, for sure.
And the characters that you're trying to use. We just see her trying to play her on the backside here, looking for that juicy target. Hope she's been detected.
Looking for a hack. Shield gets around though. Oh, the
double ram.
Yep. Blue Somber looking for a hack on net. In the back line, not doing a whole lot.
So the tank war, Jones loses that one, and Naperville Central ends up taking the point as Jones.
Gets a low impact, in fact, no impact hack on Lucio there. Not able to follow up on that.
We do have an ult advantage for Jones, so let's see if they can use that. We got Dragon Cup
Already out.
It managed to split the team a little bit, but to no avail.
A big pick onto the support of Naperville Central here, and here comes the Coalescence to try to finish it up. They don't want to invest too much. Not that they really can. They don't have a lot of ultimates online at all. That'll do that fight.
I might have wanted to see if they could save the Coalescence. I don't know if that was necessary to win that. They had the team split pretty well. They already had 1 or 2 picks in the bank. One of those things we'd always talk about is that alt cycling and trying to save it when or use it when you need it and save it when you don't. So.
And it is hard sometimes to really diagnose whether or not an ultimate is needed to win a fight. But I agree with Moira being the first loss for Naperville Central in that fight. I think it's pretty fair that you can out-heal them. I think both teams could benefit from a little more aggression. They got this in-your-face composition that they're getting in each other's, all up in each other's business in these fights. But it just seems like they're kind of playing too passively, and nobody's really getting eliminated.
Fights are definitely being elongated because of.
That Dragon Strike comes through, and that Shatter couples nicely to take the main tank of Jones out. Diva Bomb on point, able to catch Pacificburg. Did he have no shield?
Did not have his shield. He was trying to get around the corner.
Yeah.
So got a B drop. Yep, coming in again. This is your art. Let's see if I think we should not invest anymore. That's good. Good job on Jones to hold on to what they've got. But this next fight will be very much alt based, and we're going to see a lot of.
Yeah. Jones has to be careful of falling into the trap of overcommitting ults here, because they still have to win 1 more once they take it. They're going to have 5 online for this fight.
You want to just cycle it through. Here we go.
What will they do first?
They can get the EMP in the back line. We'll see if she warps in. She's trying to get there. Here it comes. Yep, there we go.
Shatter comes through. Oh, they're triple engaging. Quadruple, in fact. They use 4 ults at one time and only... Oh, there we go. The kills do come through, but at what cost?
So now they have to...
like the Dragon Strike there.
Yeah,
I think that's the one I have a problem with.
Because now you're looking at... You can't farm enough. All you're going to have is nano, and they're coming, and if you lose this fight at 80%, you may not get back in time, or it's going to be a very tough engage, especially when you've got nothing going on.
Right. Yeah, I think that fight was definitely winnable without the Dragon Strike, because, I mean, the hack in Shatter, that makes a lot of sense. Get the shields gone and deal with them. But Hanzo can put out so much damage just with the standard cooldowns. It doesn't have to Dragon Strike. A beautiful
big Diva Bomb!
A triple Diva Bomb.
Not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
No, if it was a double, couldn't do it. But Dio with the triple Diva Bomb and a beautiful throw, kind of just shot that in at a nice angle, and nobody really was able to get away from it or see it coming, maybe.
Just got to get the point.
Oh, that's the
Yep, there it is. Yep, that's the Shattering game.
That's going to be enough delay, and I think Central's going to come out on top here. But we do get a small Tracer Saw on point. It's going to be enough to force it to overtime. Here comes a Diva Bomb. Pacific Verb stops any sort of problems coming from that. And it's just going to be a slow, painful stagger here.
Well, that Diva Bomb won on that point.
That was a beautiful shot. Probably play of the game.
Victory.
We'll have to see.
I thought it would have been the Reaper from before, but yeah, it's going to be the Diva. I have a feeling at this point.
There it is, Dio. Let's take a look at the
watch it one more time.
I know. I won't say it again. It really was a nice angle there. I wish we could have seen the... we didn't get to see the very beginning of the shot because Dio did even more after that. So, ends up getting 4 by themselves.
Okay, I gotta fiddle with some stream stuff real quick. So the stream might go dead for a minute, so let's not start the next map quite yet.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let them know.
watch me mess with settings. VSync off. Why is VSync on? Makes no sense. It's fine. Okay. Okay, I gotta make the stream dead for a minute. Back in a sec, guys.